In the 2023 release, Civil 3D introduced a brand new feature called corridor transitions. Corridor transitions allow users to change the shape of a corridor model without the need for targets or regions. Today, with the 2024 release, Civil 3D expands on this concept with some additional options that make it easier to manage corridor transitions. On my screen, I have a portion of a roadway design, and this corridor model has 3 corridor transitions. To see those, I will select the corridor, and from the contextual ribbon, I'll choose Edit Corridor Transition to bring up the Corridor Transitions dialog box. And in here, we can see the transitions. I have a widening where I have transitioned the lane width to create this widening area. And then I have a pair of driveways. Here I am transitioning the height of the back of curb to create the driveway area. Now the vertical transitions are a little challenging to see from this view. So if you'll indulge me, I'm going to load a custom viewport configuration. Right here we can see driveway 1. And then if I pan this down a little bit and zoom in, right there we can see driveway 2. Let's put things back the way they were. And while I do that, let me mention, if you are unfamiliar with the corridor transitions feature, I've created a video that will walk you step by step through the process. I'll leave a link to that video down in the description. I would also recommend that you watch that video first and then come back and watch this one. In Civil 3D 2024, it is now easier to navigate between our transitions. For example, if I right-click on a transition set, I can now choose Zoom to go right to that transition in the model. In the event you've got several transitions, it's very easy to navigate between them. I can also right-click on a transition and choose Pan to if I'd like to move to that one while maintaining the current zoom level. Let's zoom to driveway 1. 2024 also allows us to adjust the processing order of the transitions using these arrows. If I select a transition set, I can push it down using the down arrow. I can also pull it up using the up arrow. The processing order comes into play in the event you have a transition within another transition. For instance, if you have created a transition that generates a widening, and in that widening area, you'd like a transition that creates a driveway, you would likely want to process the widening first, followed by the driveway. The rule of thumb in this list is the items that are farther down have a higher priority because they are processed last. Let's look at one more thing. Maybe I would like to move this driveway or shift it along the baseline 20 feet. Historically, to make a change like that, I would need to manually edit each of these station values. Now in 2024, if I hover over the transition set, we'll find a padlock. If I click to lock this, all of these station values are locked together, meaning that I can adjust any one of them. If I'd like to move this 20 feet, we'll change this from 50 to 70. And when I press enter, watch the other values, you can see they all update accordingly. And then when I click the apply button, we'll see that driveway move on screen. So no matter how many corridor transitions you may apply to a corridor model, Civil 3D 2024 makes it easy to navigate between those transitions, change their priority, or move them back and forth along the baseline.